fire and brimstone coming down from the skies, rivers and seas boiling. More use of darkness, earthquakes, volcanoes, the sea rising from the grave. Human sacrifice, dogs and cats living together. That's hysteria.
Broadcasting live from the WDCE studios out of the University of Richmond. You're listening to 90.1 FM from the most trusted puppet in media. Reporting since Roswell, I'm Sam Newsman, and this is Saturday morning. I want to thank everyone, of course, for joining into the show. Yes, here we are. We are broadcasting live. Yes, on the radio, no less. We are here live on the radio. People always sit there and they ask, well, is it just a podcast? Well, no, it's not just a podcast. It's an actual radio show. Well, that's why we actually have a real radio microphone right here. And it's a real radio microphone and a real radio broadcast signal. So let's just say if you were driving down the road in your car here in Richmond, Virginia, and you were to turn on the radio, what you would do is you would eventually hear my beautiful voice coming out of 90.1 FM. That's right, WDCE 90.1 FM. Now, there's a couple of other different ways that you can watch the show. Of course, good morning, Miss Mary Murr. I see you there in the chat. A couple of other ways that you can join us here live. We are broadcasting live over here on this camera right here. This camera right here is Facebook, YouTube, and Twitter. So Facebook, YouTube, and Twitter. Broadcasting live here, Facebook, YouTube, and Twitter. And then I have, let me see here. Oh, this camera over here. This is the Instagram cam, at Sam Newsman on Instagram. And of course, last but not least is this camera. And this camera that I am pointing at right now, hello all of you out there, all 234 of you, that is TikTok. Are you familiar with TikTok? Yeah, everybody sits there and complains. They say, oh, well, TikTok is bad. What do you mean TikTok is bad? Well, it's owned by the CCP and China is spying on us. They have balloons overhead and they're spying on you with that. And you're complaining about an app right here. Of course, everything that they talk about is just all, it's just ridiculous. There's, if the CCP is going to spy on you, they're going to do it with balloons. Yeah, used car lot balloons, no less. Used car lot balloons and hobbyist balloons that then the government uses $1 million rockets and missiles to take down. Yeah, $12 balloons. $12 balloons. And that is, it's that's your tax dollars at work, as best as they can get, right? Your tax dollars are sending rockets in the air to take down hobbyist balloons. But we're over here on TikTok. The reason why I bring up TikTok is because last week, now this is pretty interesting. Last week when I leave the station, we're sitting at 3,752. 3,752. And this morning when I woke up and before I got here to the station, we are at 7,250 something. I'm going to say that again. So we were at, like I said, 3,752. And now we are at 7,000. That's right, 7,250 something. I don't know the exact number, but it's a lot. And people say, well, how did you do that? Well, we had a video go viral. We did. We had one video go viral, and it was very interesting the way how that happened. Something that I wasn't expecting, something that I was not expecting. All I did was just have a small little video talking about radio signals coming from outer space. So, somebody sent some sunglasses to me. So I had some sunglasses that just popped up over here on TikTok. Now you can support us on TikTok. I think there's a little goal up there of 2 roses. Nothing big, not a big goal, but the goal of 2 roses over here on TikTok. That's just a way that you can support the show. Hey, a politician. No politician here. I'm not a politician. I'm the most trusted puppet in media. But anyway, so I see people down here in this chat as well. Triple D, I think Skydro Walker, the old ball coach, a couple of other people here. Lone Dragon in the chat. Thank you, all of you guys, for joining in. Make sure you share this link out. This is the first part of the show. And one of the interesting things about the show, and now I see it, was it ticking up times 30 times 30? Sent key 30 times. Thank you so much for the key. Someone sent a key 30 times. I'm not even sure what that means. All I know is that if you want to support the show, the best way about going about doing that is going over to TikTok. So if you're over here on TikTok, let's see here. What does it say? Well, there's just so much. Yes, I hear the little jingles now coming on. You got the number 2 gifter badge. It looks like that we already have. Oh, okay. So I hear that. See, I'm all new to this. I'm all new to this here with the TikTok, but we've already reached the goal of the 2 roses. So, anyways, thank you to everybody out there who is sending just thoughts and wishes over here on TikTok. Make sure you share this with all of your friends. But because, like I said, we had a video go viral, and now it's TikTok. TikTok is where, I guess now I'm the TikTok news puppet. Who would have thought that? Well, everybody sat there and told me that they complained that it was going to be, you can't use TikTok because China's going to spy on you. Meanwhile, they have balloons over our head. Anyways, everybody out there in TikTok land, shout out to all of you guys out there. One of the things that I would like for you to do, if you are in TikTok land, I want you to go download the Live 365 app. Go download the Live 365 app. The reason why I say that is because I will be leaving these streams here in a few moments. Well, not like in another minute or two. No, we still have Dave that needs to call here in a minute. Don't call just yet, Dave. But one of the things I need you to do is download the Live 365 app, because here I am broadcasting live on the radio. And what do I do on the radio? Well, I play cartoon themes. Yes, that's right. I play cartoon themes. I play radio themes. No, not radio themes. I play cartoon themes on the radio. You can't even talk right. So what a great time to experiment is what Skydro Walker says. Skydro.Walker. Skydro.Walker. Which you could save 15. Oh, no, I can't say that. I can't say that you can save 15% if you use the code Skydro at extremesets.com. I can't say that anymore. But DuckTales. Yes, I can play DuckTales. I saw somebody over here in TikTok say DuckTales. Yes, but you need to download the Live 365 app, and you'll be able to hear DuckTales. Yes, DuckTales on the radio. I have a couple of other theme songs here lined up as well. The Little Season 2. Puppy's New Adventures, and the Japanese Spider-Man opening. Those are some of the ones that the Deep Cut Dave just say. Jason Lee says, popping in to say, listening on my way to work. Better than local radio. Hear ye, says DFS Infinite. Conan the Barbarian. I can play some Conan the Barbarian as well. But one of the things you need to do is you need to go to the Live 365 app on the App Store. Live 365, and you can hear the actual radio stream. Now, when you go to Live 365 and when you download the app, what you need to do is you need to search WDCE. Those are the call letters to the station. WDCE. When you do that, one of the cool things is that you'll be, like I said, able to listen to the cartoon themes as I play them in real time, because I can't play the cartoon themes here on the streams. Can't do that. But I should be able to play Galaxy High. I'll try to see if I can queue up Galaxy High, DuckTales, Conan the Barbarian, Galaxy High. Listen, I need to make a list right now. I already have some people that want to hear some theme songs, but what you need to do is you need to download the Live 365 app, search WDCE so you can listen to your favorite cartoon themes here on Saturday morning, which is what you would want to do anyways. I mean, because cartoons were destroyed years and years and years ago by the government. Yeah, they were. They said that cartoons were bad. And more educational program needed to come and be in place. That's what they did. They took away your cartoons. You should be upset that they took away your cartoons. So once again, so Live 365 app. See Jesse down here in the chat. A couple of other things that I need to go over here. Like I said, at Sam Newsman all over on social media. That's Facebook, Instagram, TikTok, Twitter, YouTube. So if you want to follow us and follow me on social media, that's where you do it. Let me see here. Let's see. Conan the Adventure was a cartoon. Does he want the movie theme? That's what Lone Dragon says. That's probably what he says. Probably what he means. Hang on a second. I think that I do have the newspaper here. Hold on. Wait a minute. There's some news. SWAT cats. Let's see here. I have the newspaper. Dun, 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 dun. Yes. Ha 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 ha. Yes, I do have the newspaper. Let's see here. Here's the newspaper right here, holding it up. Yes, I do have the newspaper, a real newspaper. Yes, people still read newspapers, but I do have that. And one of the reasons why I wanted to pick this up, I wasn't going to pick it up. I was just going to read the New York Times from yesterday, which we will get to in the third hour of the show. The third hour of the show, we will read the New York Times because we have something really interesting to say about AI. I'm not sure if you saw that article yesterday about AI. I made a reel on it last night that you can see on social media. But one of the things that I wanted to talk about, being that we are broadcasting live out of the University of Richmond, I'll get you to 10K likes. That's what somebody said. Well, you can. Well, I appreciate that. I do appreciate that. I'm still trying to get used to this whole TikTok thing. Yeah, well, I can barely read the letters. They're all tiny over here. At least the ones over here on Instagram, I can read. I'm not telling you to go to Instagram. Stay on TikTok if you're there. Stay on TikTok. But maybe I can. Is there an old man screen, like an old man, where you can sit there and you can post, or you can change the font so you can read it better, and the letters look all big and fat. I'm not saying that I'm old or anything. I'm just saying that, it's just kind of at a distance. It is kind of at a distance. Well, I have been reporting since Roswell. Yeah. Well, so I guess if you want to consider that old. Well, I mean, well, who else would you want? So the greatest puppet in media, go figure, go says, thank you so much. Pretty gothic. Hi from California, she says. There's a couple of people in from California in the West Coast. That's another interesting thing, that this radio show is broadcasting live all over the country. We have people coming in from all over the country. If you're tuning in from all over the country, say where you are watching from in the chat. Let me know. Give you a shout out as much as I can. Let's see here. Nice. Got the TikTok up and running. That's right. Yes. Got the TikTok up and running. I believe. Oh, that's Triple D. Haha. Triple D. But yes. Okay. So one of the things I did want to go over, being that we are broadcasting out of the University of Richmond, is 9:25 here on the 18th day of February in the year 2023. One of the things here, let's see here, is yes, the UR coach is scheduled to miss the remainder of the season. Once again, we are broadcasting live out of the University of Richmond. But this is here from the Richmond Times-Dispatch here today. This is the front page of the Richmond Times-Dispatch. New York City. I see New York City in the house. Montana, Oregon, a couple of other places. Ash Bailey says the small print is a test to see if you're too old for TikTok. I see that. Texas is where Jerry's from. Ash, where are you? Where are you located? Make sure you say that down there in the chat as well. Shout out to Ash Bailey coming always in with the quick whips. Okay, so the UR coach is scheduled to miss the remainder of the season. Mooney to undergo heart surgery to remove an aneurysm. This is from John O'Connor here in the Richmond Times-Dispatch. Chris Mooney couldn't recall missing a practice, much less a game, since he was named the University of Richmond basketball coach in 2005. So that would be 18 seasons. Mooney in his 18th season leading the Spiders will not coach the remainder of UR's games or practices this season. The school announced on Friday, that's this school, the University of Richmond, where we're broadcasting from. The school announced Friday that Mooney, who is aged 50, will undergo heart surgery next week at the University of Virginia Medical Center to remove an aneurysm in his ascending aorta. He hopes to be back from his medical leave of absence in 2 to 3 months. Once recovered, Mooney does not expect there will be any limits on what he is able to do as a Division I basketball coach, and he's under contract through the 2026-2027 season. Mooney said Friday in a somber meeting with the media and supporters, which included his wife, that the issue was discovered during a routine heart scan as part of a physical exam. A little over a month ago, he said, he has not been and is not in any discomfort. He hasn't experienced shortness of breath or any chest pain. From what I understand, the leading predictor of this would be your family history and smoking. Obviously, none of those for me, so I think it's just bad luck. As time progressed from the initial recognition that there could be a problem to the additional, let's see here. The additional test performed, doctors became increasingly concerned about Mooney's heart health. The coach said they ultimately recommended prompt action. I had gone for a second scan, and the doctor called me and said he didn't tell me the results. He'd meet me at my house. I figured that wasn't the best of news. John Hart, the school's vice president and director of athletics, said Mooney shared the initial information about his condition a number of weeks ago, and it wasn't presenting itself as an urgent situation. However, with better technology and better testing results, the concern began to amplify, and it amplified to a level very recently where it was clear that something needed to be done to address the aneurysm sooner than later. Mooney referred to his split focus on basketball and his heart health over the last several weeks as a balancing act. Spent Thursday at the University of Virginia Medical Center for a pre-op meeting and was told that the next week's procedure is expected to take between 3 and 4 hours. The coach said that he was advised that the danger of his aneurysm is, one, it could grow to the point where it stretches the wall of the aorta and there could be blood leaking, or two, it could rupture the wall of the aorta, which could be catastrophic. He was told that he should expect to be in the hospital for about a week following the surgery. So that's it. So, well, there we go. So I'm not going to finish the rest of the article, but anyways. So good luck to Chris Mooney. Chris Mooney being the basketball coach here of the University of Richmond here on campus. I see that over there in the chat. No. Well, quite possibly. But anyways, I want to thank everyone. Bad luck. And hello, good morning. So, Ohio. Oh, Ash Bailey is calling from Ohio. Well, isn't that something? Make sure you don't drink the water in Ohio unless you prefer your water to have rainbow colors in it. Because that is what's happening now in Ohio. Ohio has interesting water these days. Ohio having oh man. Oh, the world. Oh man, the world is just full of it, isn't it? Duchess of Darkness. Shout out to Duchess of Darkness as well. So like I said, see some people that are still sending roses. The number of people who've been listening to the broadcast has ticked down considerably on TikTok. Make sure you share this out. Let people know that we are broadcasting live. Make sure you're downloading the Live 365 app. Three-eyed fish. The three-eyed fish, something I guess. Captain to Michael, Sam Newsman, how's your day going? My day is going fantastic. Listen, I had an amazing week. One of the things that I did find out, I found out that women are not in their prime anymore by the time they're 40. Did you hear that? We'll talk about that a little bit later. But let me see here. What else do I have? Hold on. Let me pull up something else here. Gonna have Dave, Deep Cut Dave here, I think, call in just a moment. But let me see if I can. Let's see here. Do I have the ability? There it is. Haha. Comes right up. Let's see here. Gonna have Dave call in here in just a few moments. Hold on. Let me get the phone too. I gotta go get the phone. Let me see here. The phone's all up and running. Oh my gosh, the phone. Let's see here. Well, yeah, this is hard to do. You guys should have set this up before we did the show. All right, so do we have that? We have it up and running. I guess we have it up and running. There we go. Well, I guess we do have the phone up and running now. Okay, so Dave, if you're out there, go ahead and give us a call. Give us a call, Dave, because I do have a couple of things that I want. Sam's laugh is the favorite thing at the moment. Only because I read different comments that I can't say on the radio. Well, I could say them on the radio, but then the next thing you know, people would say that I'm a conspiracy theorist. Now, what do you mean about the three-eyed fish is a conspiracy? No. I mean, listen, nothing is better than rainbow-colored water out of a creek. But you got to make sure that you throw a rock and a stick in the creek so that the rainbow colors can come up. Yeah, because if you just sit there and just drink the water by itself, then you're not going to get any of the rainbow colors in your water. Now that's it. Cleveland is far away from the Ohio River. Okay, let me see here. Oh, I got the phone. The phone's ringing right now. Here, I think this is probably Dave. Let's see here. Dave, are you there?
Yes, Sam, I am.
Okay, hang on just a second. I had the phone. It's not. Let's see here. We can get this. Aha! I think you're plugged into the board now. Dave, say something.
Greetings.
Greetings.
How y'all doing out there in Radio Land?
Everybody's doing fine. They're just making sure they're not drinking the rainbow-colored water.
Nice idea.
Yeah, definitely don't want to drink the rainbow-colored water. Now, Dave, listen, before we get started, of course, I do want to talk about a few things here in just a moment. But we did have some cartoon themes. We'll go over those real quickly. The Littles Season 2. Now, last week, I think I played The Littles Season 1. What's the difference between The Littles Season 1 and Season 2?
Well, they did change it.
Go ahead. Go ahead. Sorry about that. Go ahead.
All right. Little Season 2, they did change the theme song a little bit. Basically, with Season 1 and Season 2, they changed the focus.
So what was the focus? How was it different?
Well, The Littles, that was actually based on a series of books by John Peterson, made about 1967. Have you ever heard of The Borrowers?
I believe so.
I thought the Littles were ripping off The Borrowers, and they may very well be. The first Borrowers book showed up in 1952.
Oh, so it's been around for quite a while.
The Borrowers definitely came first. But the Borrowers are like little people that live inside your walls.
Okay, let me see.
The Littles are basically little people, but they have like rodent features. Oversized teeth and tails.
Gotcha. Oh, so hold on real quick. I see someone is watching with their 7-year-old. They said their 7-year-old is fascinated. Hi to Cheyenne. Hello to Cheyenne. Sorry about that. There's a little. Listen. You got to shout out the kids. Well, because when we were all children, we used to love Saturday morning cartoons. So the Littles. So we have Littles Season 2. What is the Puppy's New Adventure? What's that all about?
Well, that was. You played a short version of the theme for the Scooby-Doo and Puppies Puppy Hour.
Oh, from the other week, yes.
Right, this is just an extended version of that.
Okay, and now last week, I wasn't able to get you on the phone last week, but I do think I played this, and this is your deep cut of the week, and I got a few comments about it because people were excited that I played it, and this is the Japanese Spider-Man opening theme. What's the whole deal here with the Japanese Spider-Man thing going on?
Well, that is a thing that ran from 1978 to 1979. 41 episodes and technically a movie.
So do the episodes lead into the movie? Was the movie first? How does that all work?
No, the movie. Well, that's the thing. It's called Spider-Man the film, but it's about as long as your average episode.
Oh, so it's just like a 30. Is it one of those 30-minute episodes, or is it one of those hour-long?
Well, it aired. Toei was doing. They would do film film festivals, film circuits, and this played at those.
Gotcha. Okay.
Yeah, now Spider-Man was developed by Stan Lee.
You said it was or it wasn't?
Was.
Oh, it was. Yeah. Okay.
Sort of. Basically, Marvel was really looking to expand into foreign markets. They'd had a great deal of success with their UK comics. So they figured, well, let's go east. And they went to Japan. And basically, Stan, I don't know how much work he actually did, but basically they gave Toei Spider-Man and said, okay, do whatever you want. And in exchange, they had the Shogun Warriors.
Gotcha.
Okay. Which were 3 separate robots made by Toei, but they put them together in the same book. It was written by Bill Mantlo, which is pretty decent if you can get a hold of a copy.
And what year was it made again?
1978.
Okay, so it's got some history there. Okay, so yeah, I'll be playing that here in just a moment. Again, I did play it I think last week, but
one episode I think really sort of sums up the show. There's a Detective Macho. He dresses like the man with no name.
Oh yes, okay, yeah, right.
Yes, his son was traumatized by violence. Therefore, he will use violence.
Well,
he walks in, he's strumming a guitar, which he then proceeds to beat the living crap out of people with.
Similar to the Honky Tonk Man, which
very similar.
which that leads us, of course, into wrestling. Nice little segue there. The segue, of course. Now, here's the thing. The Elimination Chamber is a gimmick event first produced by the American promotion WWE in 2010. Has been held every year since, except for in 2016, generally in February. The concept of the event is that 1 or 2 main event matches are contested inside what is known as the Elimination Chamber. Tonight's event is this evening. It's at the Bell Center in Montreal, Quebec, Canada, and will feature wrestlers.
That's the first WWE event that's been held in Montreal in quite a while.
Oh, so it's just okay. So they don't actually have they don't normally do a Raw or a SmackDown in Montreal.
Well, like I said, it's been a while. It's been a while since they've had a pay-per-view there.
Okay, this is what it says right here. This marks the first Elimination Chamber event to be held in Canada, and the second to be held outside of the United States after the 22 event, which was held in Saudi Arabia. Also marks the first WWE event to be held in Montreal since Breaking Point in September of 2009, which you were just talking about. In addition to airing on pay-per-view worldwide, live streaming services Peacock, the United States, WWE Network, and most international markets. It will also be the first Elimination Chamber to be live streamed on Binge in Australia after the Australian version of WWE Network merged under Foxtel's channel Binge in January. So, but anyway, so we have a couple of matches. So I have the matches here pulled up right now. It looks like that there's going to be 5 matches here tonight, and want to make sure that we have what your predictions are for this evening's matches, and see that if your predictions that you say today come true, and whether or not when we check back in next week you were right or wrong. So all right. So the first one that we have the Elimination Chamber match for the WWE United States Championship. Now, this has Austin Theory, Seth freaking Rollins, Johnny Gargano, Bronson Reed, Damian Priest, and Montez Ford. Austin Theory being the champion. So who is your prediction is going to win this match?
I'm going to go with Johnny Gargano.
Johnny Gargano. Okay, so we have Johnny Gargano going to win the match and become the new United States champion. If anybody else has any predictions, let them know. Someone said that Tyson will win. Tyson's not in it. That's so funny. They're just making jokes in the chat. Okay, so the next one is the Elimination Chamber match for the Raw Women's Championship match at WrestleMania 39. This one is between Asuka, Liv Morgan, Nikki Cross, Raquel Rodriguez, Natalia, and Carmella. So who's going to win this particular match?
Now that one, I think it's going to be a toss-up, either Rachel Rodriguez or Asuka.
Okay, so you can only pick one. We can't give you two. So we got to do one. So you got to pick one. Who do you think is going to be?
I'm going to go
Rodriguez.
Rodriguez.
Okay, so we have Rodriguez. So we have Gargano. We have Rodriguez. Okay, so the next one is we have Edge and Beth Phoenix versus Finn Balor and Rhea Ripley. This is a mixed tag match. Edge and Beth Phoenix, I think they're married, right? Aren't they married? So,
I believe they are. Yes.
So they're married, and then we have Finn Balor and Rhea Ripley, who are not married, but they are fighting. As far as we know, who knows? But they're facing each other. So who's going to win this match?
I'm going to go with Judgment Day on this one.
Judgment Day, Finn Balor and Rhea Ripley with Damian.
Go with my gal Ripley.
Yep, that's right. Yep. Okay, so we have Rhea Ripley, and then let's see here. The next one we have. Okay. Oh, this is interesting. Brock Lesnar versus Bobby Lashley. Bobby Lashley being the individual who threw Brock Lesnar outside of the ring at the Royal Rumble. So I guess they've had a little bit of beef since then. And so we have Bobby Lashley versus Brock Lesnar. Who do you have for this one?
Who wins? Well, not the fans, not the people watching. That's for dang sure.
No. Okay, but seriously, who do you think is going to win?
Well, I would think Lashley should win, but now I think Brock comes in, steamrolls him in like 30 seconds.
Oh, so you think it's going to be a squash?
It's Brock Lesnar. Apparently, the only thing he sells is merchandise.
Okay, so we have Brock with the squash. Okay, so we have Brock, and not zucchini and squash, but the squash. Squash is a wrestling term. Squash, you're familiar with that. I'm just trying to let the audience know. Yeah. So anyway, so Brock with the squash against Bobby Lashley, and then of course the last match, which I think we all know what's going to happen with here. We have Roman Reigns, the champion, who has his advocate Paul Heyman, versus Sami Zayn. This is a match for the Universal Championship, and so go ahead. I think we all know who's going to win this one.
Yeah, I think Reigns stays champ until WrestleMania.
Absolutely, where he's going to be facing Cody Rhodes.
Assuming Cody doesn't shatter both his legs getting out of the bathtub.
He's going to be in the bathtub until WrestleMania, just soaking in the ice bath. So I don't think he's going to go anywhere.
Yeah, probably a good idea.
Yeah, absolutely. So here we have Gargano, we have Rodriguez, we have Reigns, we have Judgment Day, and we have Lesnar. So those are Dave's picks. We'll see. We'll come back next week, see if you are accurate with those predictions, and see if that's the case. I have someone down here that.
Before I forget,
yeah.
There's also a New Japan's having a show tonight too.
Ah, so do you do the whole split screen thing, or are you just going to pick one or the other?
I only have so much money, Sam.
Ah, okay. But you could always stream it online.
True.
You could, but I mean, I'm not that I'm advocating that. I'm just telling you, I'm just sitting. Yes, that would be wrong to stream it, but there's always that option. So I'm not advocating the illegal streams. I'm just telling you that that's an option. Okay, so well, Dave, I want to thank you so much. I'm going to play these cartoon themes that you requested. And thank you so much for your time this morning. Hope you have a wonderful weekend. We'll be chatting with you during the evening tonight, I'm sure, while these matches are going. So,
did you hear about the NWA?
Oh no! Give me some intel. What's going on with the NWA?
Apparently, they are going on a world tour.
NWA is going on a world tour. Okay, so does that mean Dr. Dre? Okay, so you said they're going to where? Mexico and where else?
They're going to be facing against AAA.
Okay, I see.
And I just saw this the other day. In April, they're going to be going to Australia.
Gotcha. Okay. Well, that sounds like it's really good. So, of course, NWA being Dr. Dre, Ice Cube, and so all those guys. So. But no, that's I'm just
Flavor Flav for the
Yeah, Flava Flav is wrestling Dr. Dre for the world title. Indeed. Well, Dave, thank you so much for the heads up. Like I said, we'll be chatting with you later this evening during Elimination Chamber, making sure that your predictions are accurate. And Dave, you have a wonderful rest of the weekend. We're going to be playing your theme song request here in just a few moments.
Okay, thank you.
Yep, absolutely. That's Deep Cut Dave, everybody. That's Deep Cut Dave. Coming in hot with some of the predictions for the Elimination Chamber. Once again, Johnny Gargano, Raquel Rodriguez, Roman Reigns, Judgment Day, and Brock Lesnar. So we're going to see exactly what's going to happen with him. See Roundhead. Shout out to Roundhead in the chat. But yeah, so here we are once again. It is 9:47 here on the 18th day of February in the year 2023. At Sam Newsman on Instagram, at Sam Newsman on TikTok, at Sam Newsman over here on YouTube, Facebook, and Twitter. We'll be back in a few moments. Going to maybe set up to have some more different some achievements over here. I had a bunch of achievements happen while we were live streaming over here on TikTok. I'm still not familiar that much with TikTok and the gifts and everything, but somebody sent me some sunglasses, which I thought was really cool. So, but anyways, I want to thank everyone, of course, for listening. Download the Live 365 app. It's the only way you can hear the cartoon themes. I'm not going to play them here. Download the Live 365 app, and you can hear your favorite cartoon themes here live on the radio. And what radio station is that? Well, it's the only radio show dedicated to the magic and nostalgia of Saturday morning, hosted by me, a real puppet, from the most trusted puppet in media. Reporting since Roswell, I'm Sam Newsman, and this is Saturday morning.